What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about two of my kind of favorite coins that I think have a huge rate of return, that are well known, and that kind of aren't just like very small coins, but that have a huge scalability, that can scale very easily, and that are still widely known, which makes it easier for them to scale. So now the return on these coins, you're going to be looking at between 5 and 15 times your money. So if you invest $100, you're looking at between $500 and $1,500 return. So some of the two coins that I will be talking about today are basically going to be Ethereum and Ripple, and I'm going to be telling a couple of reasons why I think it's have a huge chance of going 10 times. So if you guys don't know, Ethereum is currently at $200, Ripple is currently at 21 cents. So Ripple ended up going to around, I would say, $3 to $4 in the huge 2017 run. So that was a huge move on Ripple's part. Now, if you don't know anything about XOP/Ripple, the huge misconception is between XOP and Ripple. Like, everyone's like, oh, it's the same thing. No, XOP is the coin and Ripple is the company. So that is a huge difference that they have. So just be aware of that when making that. But basically, banks like JP Morgan, Bank of America, and all those banks will be using XOP due to its fast transaction and its ability to be able to have a lot of transactions per second. So basically, banks start using it, that's a huge game changer, hence why I think it's extremely undervalued. Now, Ethereum, kind of the same thing, but not with banks. It has a huge scalability, and I mentioned this in a previous video on why it can hit 2,000, a minimum of $600 in 2020, and why I can hit 2,000 in 2020 to 2021. Check that out on my channel. But the thing about Ethereum is a lot of cryptos are based on their blockchain, and also the main thing that's holding them back is if they can get their transaction fees down to the cents, like Dogecoin basically costs one Dogecoin to send like 1,000,000 Doge or whatever, or unlimited amount basically, and one Doge is only like 2-3 cents, or like 2/10 of a cent. So if Ethereum can get it to that point, not one Ethereum costs, but like 2 to 3 cents per, like if I wanted to send it 1 Ethereum or 10,000 Ethereum, that would make a huge scalability for them. That basically gets them to that point that they've never been before, and then their price will automatically jump from 200 to 600 if they can get that done, right? So again, Ethereum has just huge scalability, and so does XRP. And the thing about those two is that basically they are well known, right? They're not as well known as Bitcoin or anything like that, but they are well known, right? They are like, they do have names, and they are in the top, like, they're in the top basically 5, right? Like Ethereum is second. So it's like, they are well known, and that's the huge thing about crypto, is like people know about it, but in order for it to go mainstream, like Mark Cuban said, is everybody's grandma must be able to basically use it, right? And understand it. So XOP and Ethereum are already on that path of like people know about it, which is great, which makes it much easier for it to scale. But basically, I chose these coins because they're well known. The likelihood of them going down is not too high. So basically, excuse my thumb right there, but Ethereum ended up going down to like $70 this week, which was like, or like not this week, but this year, and that was like in March when the whole like Corona thing was going on. So it does have like it goes down. It can go down basically 3 times. So if you bought at 200, like you'd lose like basically a third of your money. But it has a chance to 10 times its money in the same amount of time. So obviously risk/reward ratio is really there. And the same with XOP, right? Like it's at 20 cents. It can easily jump to $1, or it can go down to around 10 cents, right? So you can, or 7 cents is what its low was of this year. So you really have to calculate out the risk/reward ratio. And for me, it's personally worth it because I think there is much more reward, especially in the next 1 to 2 years, than there is a downturn in it. And those two coins are kind of leading the charge, in my opinion. Now, there are different coins, right, that have like a higher return of reward, like Digibuy, Binance coins, stuff like that. But coins that are very well known are XRP and Ethereum, and that is hence why I ended up choosing them, just due to the fact that it's easier to basically build up a coin that's already kind of like known. It's easier to start at 10 than it is to start at 0. So those are my reasons, right? If you have any comments on this video, I'd love to hear it. I read all the comments. thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was a little bit insightful at least. Thank you guys so much for watching.